Okay, let's all get ourselves muted.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the Rotary Club of Livermore. Glad you could all be here today. Nice to see so many guests joining us. So to get us started today, Carol Garrick, would you be willing to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. So I just want to remind everybody real quick, if you are in attendance today, if you could please turn your phones off. Always like to avoid interrupting the presentations. Those of you joining us on Zoom, if you are not speaking, please mute yourself. If you are speaking, please unmute yourself. Songsters, what do you got for us today?
Any more singers? Is that you? Step right up. Hello, everyone. Hey, we're honoring our educators today. Come on up.
Background, this is awesome.
Oh, great song. It's actually something I know. You should know it.
Come up here. Come on up
Only
here.
my right eye works. I need to read that. But yeah, but you can. Okay. I don't need to read it. Thank you.
There we go.
We're going to do a song called "Teach Your Children" by Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Perfect.
And we're going to practice the chorus. You're all singing the chorus with us. Ready? Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. Just look at them and sigh. And know they love you. Oh, you who are on the road must have a code that you can live by. And so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. So just look at them and sigh. And know they love you. And you of the tender years can know the fears that your elders grew by. And so please help them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they fix, the one you'll know by. Everybody, don't you ever ask them why. If they told you, you would cry. But just look at them and sigh. And know they love you.
Girls.
Okay. Thank you. Come on. That was awesome.
Very nice. Good fun, right? Yeah. Thank you, songsters. So Chuck, you have a thought to share with us.
Take me out to the ballpark, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we ever go back, so we'll root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. So baseball is played in diamonds throughout the world. But Rotary doesn't play on diamonds. They play on the fields of life. So with Rotary International being that close to getting rid of polio, to providing fresh water throughout the world, Rotary International does a really wonderful job. And right here at home, we have the Rotary Foundation of Livermore, which is joint between our 2 clubs. And they have a corpus over $1 million and have distributed about $80,000 this year. And our own club, the Club of Livermore, has distributed like $21,000 for mini crowns. So I say 3 cheers for baseball and 3 cheers for Rotary.
Thank you, Chuck. So helping to make these meetings possible today out on Zoom, our Zoom host, Pat Coyle. Pat, thanks for your help. Pat's doing double duty, wearing 2 hats today. He's also frantically taking notes. He's going to be our Spur reporter this week. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. Careful there, Pat. Manning the AV desk today, Dennis O'Brien. Thank you very much, Dennis. Our Zoom chat monitor out there somewhere in the ether, because I don't see him here, David Rounds. Thank you, David. And our Spur publisher this week is Kathy Coyle. Thank you, Kathy. So it's time to welcome some visiting Rotarians. I see at least one visiting Rotarian.
We do, President Ken, and fellow Rotarians, help me in welcome somebody who really doesn't need any introduction, Bob Tucknott.
Hey, Bob.
From the Rotary Club of Dublin, correct? No, Rotary Club of Dublin. All right. Welcome, Bob.
Welcome, Bob.
And we've got some guests in the house too, right? So we have a bunch of guests that are going to be introduced a little bit later in the program. So hang tight. We're going to introduce all of you folks in a bit. But if you aren't being acknowledged for the great work you're doing in our community schools today and you're a guest, let us know who you are.
President Ken, fellow Rotarians, please, gentlemen. I have 2 almost members.
All right.
We have Brian Ingalls and Dennis Cheney. They're going to be our newest members of our Rotary Club, so please welcome them.
Welcome, welcome, gentlemen. Other guests there, Bob.
President Ken and fellow Rotarians, I'd like to introduce Trex Donovan. He is an arborist and the owner of Buena Vista Tree.
All right.
He's also a Scoutmaster with 939 and an Eagle Scout. So we know Sam Steele and a lot of the scouting crew here.
All right. Welcome, Trex. Thanks for joining us today. How about on Zoom? Do we have?
We have one more
Oh,
back here.
one more.
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
President Ken.
Kelly.
So we're in the corner, back of the class. So it's my pleasure, President Ken and fellow Rotarians, to introduce Mr. Craig Bueno. He has been our board president of the Livermore Valley Joint Unified School District for what, 6 years? 7 years now. So please welcome him.
Welcome, Craig. Thanks for joining us today. Anybody else here in the lovely Robert Livermore Community Center?
President Ken, I would just like to acknowledge one of our friends of Rotary,
Mary Alice?
Mary Alice Faulting. And we love the cheese come to join us.
All right.
Yay.
Hey, Mary Alice. Any other guests in the house? How about on Zoom? Pat, do we have any guests joining us on Zoom today? I know we've got a couple that we're expecting that we'll introduce in a moment.
You know, as I look, President Ken, the only question I have is whether or not there's Tammy Turner's on Zoom, but I'm wondering if that's an office placement for our zooming in principal today. So I don't see any other guests. And Tammy,
I
if
can
I've got that wrong, please let me know.
Yeah, I'm actually here to present the Livermore Rotary Outstanding Student Award to our outstanding students. So I'm here to do that.
Okay, great. We'll
Great.
get to you in just a moment. Actually, you're next up on the agenda. So any other guests then? Doesn't sound like we have any other guests joining us via Zoom. So Carolyn, do you want to tee up our student of the month?
So as you know, one of our fun traditions is recognizing outstanding students throughout the district. And today I would like to introduce Sarah Walk, who is the interim principal from Vineyard Alternative High School, to introduce our outstanding student. So Sarah.
So I'm here to speak for Sarah. My name is Tammy Turner and I work at Vineyard Alternative School. And we are here to honor Sarah Signer for the Vineyard Alternative Rotary Student of the Month. And I have this right here, and Sarah is actually with us on Zoom. Sarah came to us this year during the height of the coronavirus pandemic, and she has thrived in an environment that most would falter. Sarah has overcome tremendous challenges that would have truly stopped most people, not just students, from carrying on, taking ownership, and striving to be their best selves. Sarah's teachers describe her as the epitome of a self-starter. She is outgoing, proactive, and responsible. She attends all of her classes each and every week, gets all of her work done independently, and communicates well what she needs from us to be successful. We are very happy that she joined us this year, and we are confident that she will be very successful in whatever she endeavors to pursue. So we have this honor to bestow on her when we see her, and we will give it to her in the mail because she's a remote learner. And we also have this lovely card to send her as well. So we want to thank you very much, Sarah, for joining us, and we are very, very proud of you.
Thank you. I love you.
Great, thank you.
So Sarah, you're on mute if you'd like to say that again.
Don't cry, Rachel. I just want to say thank you. I know I did. I've been through the struggle. I had to pick my feet up and I had to get down, and just being able to work with Vineyard Alternative School made me get off my feet and do better. So thank you.
So congratulations, Sarah. And then to everybody who supports the school district, we're just so pleased that there are alternatives and a school for every student to thrive. So congratulations, Sarah.
Way to go, Sarah. So next up, Paul. Rumor has it we're going to have a parade again.
Okay. So as you all know, the parade is June 11th, but we are only 5 weeks from the start of parade activities. In 5 weeks, we're going to meet over at the rodeo grounds and have a nice lunch outdoors for those people who are a little concerned about eating indoors with a big group. And then on Saturday morning of the parade, we're going to start again with a parade breakfast at the Riata. Everyone is invited to the parade breakfast, whether you're going to help out with the parade or not. It's considered also a Rotary Club community get together. So everyone is invited to the breakfast, whether you're going to be at the parade or not. And then we're going to have a great parade. If you would like to sign up, email me eventually, where there's going to be something online where you can sign up also, or talk to me today. And if you know someone who wants to be in the parade, go to our website. You can get a form for them to fill out, and we're just going to have a great time, and we're going to have a great parade. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Paul. So check your emails. I did see David Round sent out an email earlier this week with an electronic sign up sheet. If you would like to sign up electronically to participate and help out with the parade. Before I jump to Kathy, one more parade related item. I just wanted to acknowledge a couple of people that we're going to honor at the parade this year. So the board has nominated and they have accepted Alan and Mary Burnham as our Community Service Award recipients for all of their efforts in the community this year. And even though he's going to have to give up a cherished slot on the announcer stand, the board nominated our own Mark Roberts to be our Grand Marshal this year. And he's graciously accepted. So just wanted to share that with everybody. So Kathy, sorry.
Oh, that's hard. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mark and Ellen and Mary. That's wonderful. Well, I'm here to tell you that we're not used to this anymore. I'm here to tell you that, you know, the district conference was a week and a half ago and some things happened there. And so we have pivoted from a live district training assembly in Saratoga to all virtual. So now you have, oh, hi, everybody. Zoomers, listen to this. You can do Zoom sessions the whole time. There's going to be 16 training sessions over 4 nights. You don't have to do them all, but you can do whatever ones you want. So you just have to, the links are going to come out. You can see all the lists there of all the things that we're doing. And I think the Board Basics 101 that's brand new. We've never done that way before. And so the links are going to come out probably by the end of the week or early next week. All you have to do is click on a link at 5:30 or 6:30 of one of those meetings, and you get your training done for your board job or whatever you want to do in the future for our club. So in many ways, it's a relief. But it's in other ways, it's disappointing that we can't do this in person, but you have all this opportunity now to do a lot more kinds of adventures online. So thanks very much. And if you have any questions, just contact me after.
All right. Thank you, Kathy.
Nothing on the 14th. 14th is over. Last year we had an opening day thing, Zoom thing with the speaker and the speech contest. There's nothing on May 14th. It's only the 16th to the 19th. In the evening. So okay. We'll see you there.
All right. Okay. So I know Rotarians like to have a good time. And for those Rotarians that one day for Cinco de Mayo just isn't enough, just wanted to put this on your radar. Pleasanton North Club, they're doing a fundraiser on 6 de Mayo. Just keep that party rolling, right? So if that's something you're interested in, you want to go have some fun, help them raise some money for good stuff that they're doing in the community, information there. So next up, and apologies, I forgot to ask Dennis to make a slide, but it's birthdays and anniversaries time. Woohoo, right? Rotarians have birthdays, Rotarians have anniversaries. Carol is going to come on up. And Debbie, I guess, is handing out the goods in the back there. So.
Okay, we have 10 who are celebrating their birthdays this month. Stu Frazier on May the 2nd. Jeffrey Youngsma on the 6th. Mike Thompson on the 12th. You can't hear me, okay. Okay, Stu Frazier is on May the 2nd. Jeffrey Youngsma is on the 6th. Mike Thompson on the 12th. And Paul Thompson on the 13th. And Lynn Sepula on the 21st. Stu Gary on the 28th. Mike Reel on the 29th. Carol Garrick on the 30th. Dale Miller on the 30th. And Glenn Kubiak is on the 31st of this month. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarians. Happy birthday to you. And then for anniversaries, we have 7 of them this month. First of all is Sheila and Paul Fagliano on the 11th, are celebrating 26 years. Congratulations. And Susan and Brian Mile on the 14th are celebrating 67 years. Congratulations. And John and Carolyn Lynn on the 15th are celebrating 39 years. And we have another couple celebrating 39 years. That would be Joel and Mary Martha Swanson on the 21st. And then Tim and Janine Weaver on the 24th are celebrating 53 years. And Glenn and Linda Kubiak on the 28th are celebrating 39 years. And JR and Annette Romero on the 29th are celebrating 40 years. Congratulations to all.
Marry a Rotarian, that's sticky stuff, right? That's gonna last a while. Okay, so before we launch into our program today, I just want to remind everybody about our program next week. We're gonna have Tim Spronti talking to us about Innovation Tri-Valley. That should be a great presentation, some of the cool stuff that's happening here locally in our community. And now with no further delay, the reason we're all here today, I'm gonna have Carol Howell come up and get us into our Outstanding Educators program. So Carol, come on up, take it away.
Thank you, Ken. Welcome, fellow Rotarians, educators. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're going to get to know you a lot better in just a couple minutes. I first wanted to explain what's going to happen. And one of the things you'll receive is a lovely plaque personalized to you. And then you're going to walk across the floor. You're going to shake the hand of our fine president. And then Kathy Coyle is going to hand you a little treat bag. In the treat bag is a parking pass, LARPD. There's a ticket for Theater Uptown, Bancroft. Also, there is a bottle of Bent Creek Winery Cabernet Sauvignon. So you can enjoy some of that anyway. This blue line is where I'm supposed to stay. So, okay. I did a fun thing this past couple weekends, and I just went around asking folks, students, adults, what do you think an outstanding educator is? Or, how would you describe an outstanding educator? So the words I'm going to read to you are the exact words that people told me. Warm and understanding, kind, caring, good listener, very good listening ear, listens and pays attention to individual students, helps when you're in trouble, works above and beyond, make sure the student gets it, inspires students to achieve, is an active learner themselves, knows their subject area well, knows what and how to learn, does extra things. We're almost done here. All righty. Doesn't play favorites. Now, these last two, fun. Outstanding educators are fun. And the final one, does cartwheels in the classroom. So fun, cartwheels in the classroom. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better outstanding educator. I'm going to turn the mic over to Sheila Fagliano, and she's going to be calling up the first 5 people whom she will introduce, and then they'll get all those goodies I was telling you about. Sheila.
All righty, sounds great. Okay, sounds good. I'll stand right here. I got my directions. I'm very excited to participate and help. Carol, thank you for asking me. Teachers have made a difference in my life growing up, and I am very proud to be able to help with this today. So I'd like to call up the following teachers. And if you could just line up right here, Cassie Cardwell, Jeannie Gellerman, Corey Tibbins, Rochelle Vogel, and Shannon Higgins. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, ladies. Okay, we're going to start with Casey Cardwell from Altamont Creek School. She's a 5th grade teacher. Cassie is the most positive person you will ever meet. She is approachable, kind, and an expert at building a community within her classroom. She sincerely cares about all of her students and advocates for their needs. It is my pleasure to nominate her as this year's Outstanding Educator of the Year. And I'm assuming these summaries are written by your principals. Fantastic. Cassie, again, we thank you so much for all that you do for our children in Livermore. And we have a plaque to thank you for everything. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. You want to go right over there? Okay, thank you. Okay, Jeannie Gellerman from Arroyo Seco School, and she is a 4th grade teacher. And her principal wrote, Jeannie is a hardworking and dedicated teacher. Her eagerness to help our school and students is apparent through her participation on multiple committees and always being flexible and helpful. Jeannie takes the extra time and energy to meet the needs of all of her students. As an educator, she is always looking for ways to improve her teaching and learn new tools to better support her students. Jeannie, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. You bet. You bet. Okay, next is Corey Tibbins. She is from Leo Croce School, and she's a 2nd grade teacher. And her principal wrote, Corey is a prime example of an exceptional teacher. She is passionate about her work and always searching for opportunities to grow professionally. Corey has an innate ability to create an environment that fosters learning, encourages positive behavior, and sets high yet attainable expectations. By building such a strong community in her classroom, her students feel safe to take risks and grow as learners. Corey is an asset to our Croce family. Thank you, Corey. Thank you. And a free sticky. You're welcome. Thank you for all you do. Okay. We have Rochelle Vogel. Is that correct? Thank you. Rochelle is from Jackson Avenue School, and she's an integrated learning specialist. And her principal writes, Rochelle oversees our integrated learning program with professionalism, a friendly demeanor, and a deep caring for her students and support staff. Her facilitation of individualizing educational plans, positive relationship with parents, and her ability to coordinate a complex special education program is both impressive and inspiring. Rochelle's dedication to Jackson Avenue School is evident by all who worked with her. And for these reasons, it is my pleasure to recognize her as this year's Outstanding Educator of the Year. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you so much. And we have here with us Shannon Higgins. Sorry, Shannon. She is from Lawrence Elementary School, and she's a science specialist. And I've actually worked closely with Shannon in her classroom doing recycling presentations. And I read this, and it's definitely you. You are that. And this is what her principal wrote about Shannon. Shannon does an incredible job providing hands-on science to students at Lawrence Elementary School. In addition, she serves on our positive behavior intervention and support team, leadership cultural team, and parent teachers organization team. Wow. Shannon is an important part of our team and always, always willing to help others. Shannon, thank you so much. Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, and up next is Paul.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a few awards to present also. First we'll have, and if you would come up and line up, please, here along the nice blue tape. Sarah Hall, Stephanie Azell, Melinda Thralls, and Emily Shull. First, from Maryland Avenue Elementary School, we have Resource K5, and it's Sarah Hall. Sarah's principal writes, Sarah puts her time, effort, and heart into all she does for our most challenged students. She teaches academics, but makes social emotional regulation a priority within her classroom. She has also taken on the project of redesigning our school garden to make it more accessible to our special education students. She has dedicated hours of her own time, organized Eagle Scout projects, and collaborated with Fertile Groundworks to make this happen. Thank you, Stephanie. Sarah. Next, we have Rancho Las Positas Elementary, Stephanie Azell. Stephanie's principal writes, Stephanie Azell is cool, calm, and collected. I think of her as the voice of reason. Stephanie is always modeling the Rancho way in her teaching and relationships with her students. Stephanie is organized, responsible, caring, and patient. From Emma C. Smith Elementary School, 4th grade, we have Melinda Thralls. Melinda's principal writes, Ms. Thralls is an integral part of the Smith Elementary learning community. Her positive attitude is contagious wherever she goes. She has been a member of the instructional leadership team at Smith for years and has helped guide our school's trajectory on a path to success. We could not be more proud or appreciative as a staff for Mindy to be recognized for her efforts. From Sunset Elementary, we have Emily Shull. Emily teaches kindergarten. Her principal writes, Emily is a true team player who works above and beyond, not only to provide quality education for her students, she also goes out of her way to make sure the entire staff at Sunset receive the support they need with technology. Emily was instrumental in the creation of our makerspace. She continues to spend countless hours creating and implementing engaging lessons for her students. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce TJ Martin to introduce more of our outstanding educators.
So if Karen Brown, Dr. Ezgi Booth, Michelle Apodaca, Lindsay Thiessen, and Sandra Elliott would please come up. From Junction School, by the way, the home of our READY program, we have Karen Brown, and she's a middle school science teacher. Karen has brought a renewed energy to Junction Science Department. Students are greeted with a motivational Monday, Trivia Tuesday, New Word Wednesday, Thoughtful Thursday, and Fun Puzzle Friday. The rest of the period is filled with an enthusiasm for science by providing opportunities such as solving the mystery of the food poisoning at the International Space Station, studying cells and plants to figure out new sources of energy and food supply in a world of drought and climate change, or even learning the science and technology of forensic science. Her walls are filled with colorful resources and examples of career opportunities. Karen is a very inclusive teacher and inspires her students, colleagues, and families. Congratulations. Thank you. Dr. Eski Booth is at Joe Mitchell School. She's the coordinator of the International Baccalaureate program, which started for Livermore at that school, I believe. Eski has taught our science and STEM classes in our International Baccalaureate Middle Years program and was recently promoted to International Baccalaureate Coordinator at Joe Mitchell School. She connects learning in ways that inspire her students to learn more, to stay curious, and to love learning. She knows how to bring out the best in her students. As a science teacher, she is a master of the art of discovery. She knows her students, it shows her students where to look, but doesn't tell them what to see. Eski constantly reevaluates what she is doing and pushes herself to find ways of doing it better. Her contributions to our staff and school are innumerable. On behalf of our students and staff, we want to thank her. Thank you very much. There was more on the next page. For her dedication and commitment to our students and to the International Baccalaureate program. Congratulations, Eski. The next is Michelle Apodaca at Christensen Middle School, and she's the 6th grade core teacher. At Christensen Middle School, Michelle is a hardworking professional who works diligently to prepare and deliver rigorous lessons in a manner that is effective for the learners with a range of abilities. She makes a concerted effort to cultivate a collaborative classroom, which fosters the development of her students. Her classroom is incredibly organized. Her consistency and routines make learning predictable for her students. Michelle has a role in the site Schoolology lead and the site Teach lead, and has created opportunities for support of her colleagues in an effective use of schoolroom technology. Thank you very much. Next is Lindsay Thiessen from East Avenue Middle School, a 6th grade math teacher. Lindsay exemplifies teaching excellence. She is well prepared, meets all students where they are, creates a positive and nurturing climate, and holds students to high standards. In addition to her excellence in the classroom, she involves herself in the overall health of East Avenue Middle School. serving on the site leadership team, serving as the faculty advisor for student clubs, and helping colleagues with technology and lesson planning. A shining star for Livermore's kids. Congratulations. Next, we have Sandra Elliott from Mendenhall School, where my kids went and where I taught in top science for 7 years. She is the 8th grade core and leadership teacher. Sandra is an integral part of our Mendenhall family. She coaches, runs leadership, is an amazing core teacher, and is well loved by staff and students alike. She always goes the extra mile to make sure that everyone is recognized for all that they do every day and to make Mendenhall an amazing place to learn. Congratulations. Oh. Carol Garrick is the next introducer. The other Carol. Carol without an E.
Hello, it's a real honor for me to be here today to give awards for teachers because I started my own teaching career in 1964. At that time, females were not allowed to wear slacks and our dresses had to be of an appropriately professional length. I finished my career, I taught core, 7th grade core when I started. I finished my career about 6 years ago, and I was teaching professional and technical writing at San Francisco State University, and you could wear anything you wanted. I would like to welcome to the stage Rachel Chiswick, Terry Grass, Jim Maloney, and Denise Cure, if I hope I pronounced that right. Rachel is part of the 9 to 12 counseling enriched team at Del Val Del Val Continuation School. I taught communications. That word comes naturally to me. Yes. Rachel is kind, caring, compassionate, but firm. She works with some of the most challenging students in our district. Her demeanor and positive attitude help students feel comfortable and respected. They see her as an advocate and a role model. We are very proud to have her at our school. Congratulations. Terry Grass is at Granada High School where she teaches science. Terry has been a fundamental piece of our Granada science program for many years. Primarily, she teaches marine biology, which attracts many juniors and seniors every year to continue their study in science beyond the basic requirements. Her dedication to science electives is such that this year, she also picked up field biology when the primary teacher retired. She is a department chair and a great teacher in both her department and our school. Congratulations, Terry.
I'm gonna say one word. As I was talking to the community about what's an outstanding educator, this woman's name came up. And I can't say who and I can't say how, but that Terry just made all the difference to them and to their child. And they are so grateful to you.
From Livermore High School is Jim Maloney. He's a special education teacher there. Jim is an outstanding, that was underlined, science education teacher who is student and parent focused as well as solution oriented. He strives to preserve solid relationships with parents and students, always showing patience and compassion. He collaborates very well with his colleagues and service providers, showing flexibility and support for their services and accompanying posts for students. Jim's influence goes way beyond the classroom. He is an integral part of our larger school culture, volunteering frequently for a variety of activities, including serving as our announcer at football and basketball games. Congratulations, Jim. Denise is here from the Vineyard Alternative School, and she's in the middle school segment. In the 2021-2022 school year, Vineyard experienced exponential growth that included a complete reimagining of both the elementary and middle school independent study. Across the grade levels, Denise collaborated with and supported her fellow teachers and the new administrative staff by drafting very creative solutions to seemingly endless new challenges. Obviously, you deserve congratulations. The next speaker will be our school superintendent, Kelly.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now you make me cry. Had a lot of sleep last night, so thank you for that. But I'm not here to accept recognition. I'm here to give it, and it's one of my greatest honors to work with such incredible teachers, and also to be here with my fellow Rotarians who give so much and care so much about our youth, our kids, and their future. And you show that in everything you do, in every way imaginable. You give your time, your talent, your energy, and your financial support, which goes a long way. But to the teachers today, first of all, I just want everyone to know, we all know that teachers are incredibly hardworking, and we all know that this group here is the best of the best. We have over 700 teachers, and it's really hard to select the best one, the best educator of the year, and here they are. So that's really, really something. And I get the honor of being here every year. And I will say, I just want to give a little bit of a nod to one of my predecessors, Leo Kirchi, who also used to be part of this. And I still feel he's with us, and he's, you know, he sets a bar for superintendents that we could only dream to be. And so I know that he also is here to honor, probably a little special for the Croce teacher. But as I look out, I just want everyone to know that on top of being all the incredible things that they've done and that you've heard, they have done this through COVID and since COVID. So they have been asked to do the unimaginable. They've asked to give so much more than anyone could have ever expected, and to also reinvent everything that they did throughout distance learning and all of that. And so it's so much more than any other given year. It's pretty phenomenal. And I don't know if everyone realizes that. And the fact that they're getting to go and have lunch, that just doesn't happen, right? Because they're catching, I mean, there's usually kids in their classroom and they're sitting and then coming and going and trying to grab food and you know, maybe get a yogurt or something and then use the restroom. I mean, it's really something that for them to just sit and take in appreciation and get goodies and prizes and wine. We drive them to drink now, they get to, you know, so I mean, this is just really special. You've made it incredible for them. But I also want you to just know how looking ahead at what they have coming, you know, we also are all on pins and needles about our parcel tax outcome on Friday, and we're hoping that our community came forward to give them also another boost of security and support. And we're really hoping for that. And I know that this group has supported. But for the teachers who are here, we all have a favorite teacher, the best teacher, that's what they are. And one of them also is our teacher of the entire school district. I don't know if you know, but I hope she doesn't know. I might spill the beans. Jeannie Gellerman. So she's our teacher of the year for the whole school district. But I think I was asked also to recognize the administrator of the year. And so that's probably why I'm here. So before someone plays music and pulls me off, I wanted to recognize Mr. Brian Sharman. So if you could come forward, Mr. Sharman. So Mr. Sharman is the principal of one of, I'm not supposed to have favorites either, but I was the principal years ago at Christensen Middle School, and that's where he calls his home. And believe it or not, he's a first-year principal. It's highly unusual for a first-year principal to win an award when we have so much competition and so many incredible people. He came right out of the gate and won the most prestigious award that a middle school can win in the state of California and nation, and it's Schools to Watch, which means not only are you good for kids, not only do you create a culture and climate where all kids can thrive, social emotional learning, behaviorally and academically, it means that you are a model that others strive to be, that you are something that people want to replicate. So Schools to Watch means all eyes are on you. And he didn't do it alone. What I loved about his acceptance was he gave credit to his team because he knew that. And I think that's what good leaders do. They recognize all of the people that make it work. And so he has been phenomenal. And all I can say is he has such promise for even greater things. So we want to congratulate Mr. Brian Sharman on being our principal and administrator of the year. And then finally, on behalf of our board, I just have to say hats off. And I'm not wearing a hat. Hats off to everybody here. Teachers, we are not worthy of all that you do. And you don't even have subs. They're all, I mean, it's been rough and tough. And they are here and they're giving it their all. They're sticking with it. When most people leave the profession, they are doing whatever it takes. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Kelly. Oh, Kathy. It's what? Oh. If you're an outstanding educator, do not forget to take your snack bag, which includes the wine. And we ought to have about 4 or 5 left over, which I wanted to give to all of our presenters today, because it's hard to get up in front of a group and not freeze. So I was wondering if you've ever been, just for the heck of it, if you've ever been a teacher in some way, shape, or form, raise your hands. That is pretty amazing. The teacher is in all of us. So Ken, can I hand this back to you? You have 10 minutes. Maybe you could do cartwheels. We'd like to see that.
Thank you, Carol. So yeah. And there it is. There it is. We just want to thank everybody again. Our motto, our theme at Rotary this year is serve to change lives. And we see what's going on over here. We see you outstanding educators changing lives, and it is our honor to acknowledge your efforts. At Rotary, we're all about trying to make the world a better place. You guys are on the front line making it happen. So again, congratulations. So before we let you go and get back to that important work that you do and educating those youth, if you could stick around for just a couple more minutes, we would love to get a group picture outside in the sunshine before everybody leaves. So if you could stick around for that, that'd be great. And what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Not at all unusual. Oh, next week's program, right? Again, you're not going to want to miss it next week. Innovation Tri-Valley, more good stuff happening in our local community. You're definitely going to want to check that out. So again, thank you all for coming today.